Hey, these bands is for you.
Give me that shit, nigga. I need that shit, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Shut that shit over, nigga.
Bitch ass nigga. Stop, nigga.
Yeah, Dyce. Rep your city, rep your section. On God. I'm so seaside. We was born to ride. Some of my drill was die. Cause them high was fly. I'm so seaside. We was born to ride. Some of my drill was die. Cause them high was fly. I love my city like HD. We right by the water and got the best trees. R.I.P. Mo, I miss my OGs. I might take it back today and buy a OE. I was little D on the grind, that's how they know me. I was young and wanted to shine and bought the whole P. I was trying to roll me a J. Gilly showed me when I played for them Seaside Raiders, they couldn't hold me. I still remember the game that Uncle Luck told me. He told me not to stunt too hard and hustle on my lonely. I learned from my city that everybody ain't your homie. Lost a couple family members last year, Christmas was lonely. I remember they didn't like me, now they all on me. I dunked it off the rebound, I did it for the home team. Yeah, I love Seaside, I'ma go hard for it. Meals in my vision, some nights I had to starve for it. I'm going hard like the Seaside Posse. I might buy some Vegas and sip some Rossi. I'm going hard like the Seaside Posse. I might buy some Vegas and sip some Rossi. So Seaside, we was born to ride. Some of my drill was die. Cause them high was fly. I'm so Seaside, we was born to ride. Some of my drill was die. Cause them high was fly. Thinking about my niggas that ain't here. And on a tear, I'm about to crack this cold beer. Every time I think about nut, I shed a tear. 2018, yeah, it was a cold year. I seen another year. Yeah, I'm glad I'm here. I'm so Seaside, bitch, that's why I ain't got no fear. Go knock on the industry's door and tell them that we here. My city won it, but you can't just go support the lames. I did the biggest shit, let's quit it with the games. Freestyle on my live, shout to Jeremy with my nigga James. They follow the leader, that's how I know I'm about to change the game. I give them something to bite, change it up, leave them all the same. Shout out to my nigga Dane. He ain't never changed. I remember picking him up, getting jacked in the Mustang. I was rolling around with my top five. We was young niggas all really ready to die. I'm going hard like the Seaside Posse. I might buy some Vegas and sip some Rossi. I'm going hard like the Seaside Posse. I might buy some Vegas and sip some Rossi. So Seaside, we was born to ride. Some of my drill was die. Cause them high was fly. I'm so Seaside, we was born to ride. Some of my drill was die. Cause them high was fly. Shout out to my young niggas I lost. Shout out to my OGs I lost. Yeah. I'm so Seaside, man. Love my city. It's time to shine. Yeah. Yeah. The real need to step up. Yeah. Dice gon' shake the face. Strive for both for life. R.I.P. Uncle Tom. Yeah. I'm so Seaside, nigga.
Last conversation I had with my nigga was about LOV.
What it do, man?
Dice. Long time coming, big dog.
Yeah, what it do, man?
Long time coming, big dog. How's everything going with you, man?
Shit, everything sweet with me, man.
How
I
is?
just had a birthday. I'm feeling good. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
what? You really literally just had a birthday, not
Yes,
too
sir.
many days ago. Happy birthday, my brother.
Good looking out.
So you ready for this?
I think I'm ready, man.
Are you think you ready?
I think I'm ready.
I mean, this is long overdue, man. I think this needed to happen a long time ago.
We'll be live on Facebook and Instagram.
We live on
Facebook and
Instagram.
no, Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
just in general, just in general, I think this conversation needs to be had.
What's up, man?
You know what I'm saying?
We out here.
We ready to go. So for all the listeners and the viewers right now, if y'all zoned in, if y'all listening to us, I'm Dam3Fam3. I'm 1/3 of the Zoned In podcast. You know what I'm saying? Check us out around all platforms. And my boy Dyce Shakin right here was like, "Hey man, D, what you got going on?" I said, "Not much, man." He said, "Hey man, what's up with the interview?" I said, "Well, hell, man, I've been wanting to interview for a long time. Let's get this going."
Let's go.
And we got it. And we here right now.
We right here.
Don't want to tell people how young you are, but at the ripe age of 30 something, we getting it in.
No, we still getting in, nigga. I'm still making some of the best shit happen, nigga.
I will agree. I will agree.
You know
So
I'm somebody they look up to, man. I ain't, we been doing this shit for a long while, man.
many moons, man. Ain't too many stuff that get past this. So what we're gonna do here is I'm about to ask you a series of questions, and you can give me your series of answers. That's how we gonna get down.
With it.
All right, so man, here we go. So Dice, what is the earliest memory of rap music for you? The earliest memory. Like, what is your earliest memory of rap music?
Man, my earliest my earliest music of rap music, man, of being a part of rap or even want to do music in general, man. My uncles and them, man, they had my uncle had one of the first beat machines you probably can ever get. And they used to have the bongos and the little shakers.
And that's
and
Uncle Rob?
Shit. Nah, man, my Uncle Raymond, man.
Uncle Raymond.
My Uncle Raymond brought all the equipment, nigga. And they never let me out here. They probably was doing stuff that they was probably not supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be around. But they used to be out here playing the bongos and having the little shakers and having the little beat machines, having the guitars, singing and doing poetry. And I used to just be, it enthused me. Like, and then one day they let me come out here, come out there and, get on the beats and stuff. And I made like a little drum beat. It's just, I don't know, it's just natural. I always had a piano in my house, all type of stuff, And that was some of my earliest things about music is, and I grew up around music around my house, all that old school stuff and just, musical paths.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, I mean, when did you start actually like rapping? Like, what age were you when you started? Was like, hey man, I can put these little things together, kind of like Dr. Seuss. I can rhyme. Like, what was the age when you really thought like, hey man, this is something I want to do moving forward in my life?
Man, I was real young when I was rapping. I always been putting together stuff, man. I was like a kid. I was, it's a deep one.
Sure, I remember you wrote one of my first raps.
No, I've been rapping like I probably was like, I don't know. It's just, I just always been. I've been rapping like 8 years old and shit like that. Like just been rapping. Like my auntie I used to be putting flows together. I used to act like I could sing. I used to always want to do something about, I thought I had a voice. I used to always do something that had to do with music or something. I don't know. I just gravitated to it and always did it and loved it.
That's great. That's great. So, what influenced you though to be a rapper?
What influenced me to be a rapper was probably, like I said, just my love of being around music. And then I just grew up, like Snoop Dogg and stuff like
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
those people who
Those-
influenced me a lot to want to do it. The Tupacs and all that stuff, and Dr. Dre's, all that Chronic, the first Chronic albums, and I used to watch the Run DMC movies.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? The Kid and Plays.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
kind of following their footsteps right now, how they was rappers and they did movies. And
yeah.
I'm kind of, jumping into that lane. I know you probably want to get to that, but
Just,
like I
I
said,
just want
all that I like the how, like I said, like Kid and Play, they did the movies and they was acting and rapping, and I always wanted to do all that stuff. So, I just jumped into that lane.
So this is something that a lot of the fans of yours and even myself, because when you get a name, it's usually given to you, right?
Yeah.
So it's like me personally, like, what is the meaning behind your stage name? Like, because I remember when you started, it was Dyce Shakin Haters, and then
Yeah.
now it's Dyce Shakin. Why did you take off the haters? And what was the influence on that?
Man, I had to take the haters out my name, man, because I'm tired of talking about them. You know what I'm talking about?
I get it.
You know what I'm talking about? So, and I just shorten up the name. So it's like, people still call me Dice Shaking Haters, but,
Yeah.
Every time you say the haters, man, you just talking about them, man. Let them talk about me. You feel me? So we don't want to keep acknowledging them, man. I don't even want to feel like I'm hated on like that. But that's how my name originated, Dice Shaking Haters, so, but I ain't really tripping off the haters no more. They can be here. I ain't really trying to shake them. I need them. You know what I'm saying? The more haters you get, nigga, the more they bring you up. So keep hating. I'm gonna keep shaking. You feel me?
I like it. You do shake them haters, man. You shake them well, man.
God.
Like you got to. So I mean, just music in general. Like how can you separate, Daryl from Dice? Like, how do you separate that? Like, is it an on and off switch? Like, how do you do that?
Man, it's not real. The guy I am is the rapper. Is the guy I rap about my day to day.
I know. Me personally, I know,
You
but
feel
but,
me? So
but
it's like,
fans and viewers may not know that though.
Yeah, so it's like, I do separate it because the regular me, I be chilling, I be playing video games, I go through the same thing everybody else go through, then the rapper me, I be turned up, trying to get to it, make shit happen, working hard, being a coach, you know what I'm saying, trying to facilitate plays and make shit, I'm like my own manager and I'm a rapper.
Yes.
So, like when I get futures and stuff like that, I a lot of times now I have to go out there and seek them myself. So it's like, I just balance the two. You got to know how to be corporate and sit in a room with some other people.
I get it. So everybody want to know. So Dice, where are you from? Like where do you live? Where do you reside? Like what city are you from?
Man, I'm from Seaside, California, man. Little city by the water, man. Not too many people know where it's at. When you tell somebody you from Seaside, you always got to name a gang of other shit. Like, oh, I'm from by San Jose, where they do the concourse, Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
So it's like, but we just slowly trying to gradually put our name on the map. But I'm from Seaside, California, the little city by the water, and I represent it well. I love it here. It's cool, and like I said, we're just trying to put it on the map and keep growing and keep going, man. And you can't stop until this shit pop. You know what I'm saying? And try not to get pop, in the process. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, stay out of trouble, stay in the bubble.
I like it. So, Seaside is this little city within the city, right? And I just want to know because there's a lot of talent in Seaside, right?
Yeah.
Where you're from, a lot of talent.
Gang of it.
And I just want to know, like, how does Dice deal with the politics within the city of Seaside? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the politics of Seaside. Like, how do you deal with it? Like, you know what I mean? Because you drop music constantly, right? And it's like, how do you deal with like the promotion and people like not really getting behind you? And then you got the ones that try to get behind you, but don't really want to get behind you, knowing that you got fire music, but just the politics just makes it very hard How do you deal with that? Because we try to collab with everybody, right? Like you try to collab with everybody.
I tried.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't gave beats out. Some people said they didn't like it or this and that, or that's wasn't the song for them. And the song that they passed up on, nigga, happened to be a song that was hot. And I did add a feature on it, but I didn't tell them it was gonna be a feature on it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how you was gonna act on it, you know, and people passed up. The politics, man, I just deal with them, man, the way they been coming. I've been dealing with politics before the music.
Huh.
You feel me? Like, so dealing with the music politics, I just take it as it is, man. Like, you know, they gonna hate, they gonna not be behind you. They gonna act like they support you. They gonna ask you when you gonna drop music, then you drop some music, then you say, yeah, I dropped something, then they ask you where they can find it. So it's like, you know, what the fuck is that? I mean, what is that?
Like,
you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. But you know, I'm keep striving, I keep going. We're gonna right now I'm in my pocket, I'm on my bubble, I'm on my square, and I ain't gonna let a motherfucker you know, knock me off. And I'm gonna keep grinding, I'm gonna keep going hard. I always been an underdog in this shit. You feel me? Every time I start getting it popping, you start hearing about the music scene around here, and then they trying to see who's the best, and they leave a nigga out.
And that's the politics I'm talking about. You know,
I'm getting all to it right
like
now.
you
know, so that, you know, when I get it popping, they don't bring my name up, but it's okay.
Yeah,
because I'm here getting it popping, man. I didn't been doing this stuff since some of these kids was in Pampers.
Exactly. So you
know what I'm talking about, and then they looked up to me, and then when they get into the game, they don't acknowledge that they got the game from somebody like me.
Exactly. And I you took the words out of my mouth.
You know, and I got the game from somebody, man. I looked up to a lot of my OGs out here who was rapping. That was go back to your first question. I would think
influences.
Some of my influences, like guys like J.R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Man, everywhere I used to go, man, I used to go all the way up to damn near Santa Rosa, and anywhere I go, they be like, if you name a rapper, they're gonna say, you know, J.R. Kelly when you're somewhere far.
Oh yeah,
and that shit made me feel good too. My boy was doing. He used to let me hear some of his first exclusive raps and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was before me and the HDs. That's what gave us all our man. Oh, my cousin Ronnie Smith.
Well, Ron. Yeah.
Right? I'm going back to your previous question because I didn't answer.
You didn't answer properly, but I'm happy you going back. I said get it.
But like I said, my boy BG, my cousin BG, who else we had? Of course, the Seaside Posse. I was in that era.
Let's get up to the Posse.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy cutting those guys.
Cutting those guys. You know what I'm saying? All them people, man.
Like that foundation, that groundwork.
The groundwork, they did it, man. I was knocking all these CDs. I had all them compilations.
All the comps.
We had some old school dude named Shandor
out here. Shandor.
Yeah, my boy Steez, nigga, was rocking in them studios. He was ditching school, nigga, going to them studios before I was even rapping. My nigga Steez is kind of, me and him did it together, but
he's one of the fathers of the Seaside rap.
As a youngster, he took it to the next level. He was one of the first people I had to have a CD. But
that's how Steez, man.
Yeah, but me and Steez did it together. Steez got us into talent shows, and I didn't want to go.
I remember I had the best mic at one of those
I didn't want to
shows.
go to the talent show. I didn't want to go to the talent show. I was trying to go to a party. Steez was like, man, we got a talent show. I said, no, I ain't going, man. Steez came to my house.
Oh, you going?
He said, you going,
you
nigga.
Going.
He said, nigga, we was born to do. I said, no, nigga, I'm going to such and such party. It was a marina or something. I don't know, but I ended up going to the thing with Steez. This is yeah. We're gonna get back to we get into it. And you was there too. But we're gonna get you.
That's gonna come later.
But like I said,
come later.
Like I said, me and Steez, we did a talent show, and it was just me and him. And then he had a beat made on a keyboard. It was pre-made on the keyboard, but we didn't know everything yet.
Yeah.
So we didn't know if you unhook the keyboard and try to take it somewhere, that beat is gone.
Lost.
So he was about to use this beat that he had and rap over it. He was about to rap nigga his real lyrics. He wouldn't have no voices over it or nothing. This is all about to be raw stuff. And we get there, we plug it all in, nigga, the beat is gone. So Steez is like, Dice, beatbox something for me. So I'm on the thing. I'm beatboxing now.
Old school.
I beatboxed the beat, and he rapped that same rap that he was about to rap, and we got entered into that what I say
Talent show.
We got entered into the talent show. Cause we was about to cancel out. We didn't have no beat.
Yeah, no beat.
His beat was gone.
Yeah, you
Man,
unplug it.
he was hot too.
It's a keyboard. It's gone.
It was a keyboard.
It's gone.
So therefore, this man, and then we do the little beatbox thing. He busts his thing. We get it. We enter.
Yeah,
we make it.
Yeah.
They let us go. They was like just for effort, but he was still great at what he did. But so we did that. Awesome. So then after that, now we get the talent show, and then you was there.
I was. I was. Then, I was.
So only way you can get into the talent show.
I was.
Only way you get into the talent show because we didn't have no money for you.
And I remember
a performer,
right?
So
I remember that whole situation.
So therefore, it was only supposed to be 2 mics. So we had to add a third mic, and then Steve is the main performer. I'm just the backup person.
And I really couldn't have
been
been there.
Just backup.
I shouldn't have even been there. I was Tupac back in the day.
But he didn't have nowhere to go. We had to get, that's my boy. He stayed with me all the time. So, whatever. But so now we do the performance.
Oh, snaps.
I got a good mic. He got a good mic.
The best mic.
The guy, the main performer, which is Steve, didn't have a good mic. You couldn't hear his lyrics
at all.
But we still placed in that. We still placed there too, though.
It was like third. We got third.
Now we still placed in that one too because they he had Steve's mic. He had a hot mic. I had a hot mic. The main performer didn't have a mic.
I had every.
Steve's was hot. Steve's was hot, man. When we left the place, we was doing things on. We had tapes. Man. We had our music on tapes and those CDs. Steve threw the tape. We was at King Middle School. Bang! He threw the tape and cracked in half.
I think that's why me and Steve didn't really get along for a while after that. I think he was mad. I didn't still shy. I was just doing the ad libs on it, man.
I know.
My bad, Steve.
He needed that though. He needed that.
He did, and I feel like I stole his thunder.
I was mad as fuck. I was mad too though. But besides that, we overcame that. We overcame that, and we still placed, and they let us go to the big stage.
Yeah, and I wasn't there.
Nah, they let us.
At that point,
we kicked you off the tour.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Nah, but we recruited somebody else. We recruited my boy. We recruited my boy Chris Rice. You know what I'm saying? He came and helped out. Steve's sister, nigga, came and she bought us some outfits.
Yeah, get rid of one light skin to the next.
She bought our outfits, man. She bought us some pure player outfits. We thought we was fitted like a mother brother too. And then Steve's came out. He had a hot mic this time. He rocked, and we did our thing. And we got first place. You know what I'm saying? That's a long story short. We won first place throughout all those hardships of losing the beat, have to do acapella, me doing beatbox, to you getting the best mic. My main performer doesn't have the best mic, and we still place.
Still place.
To
that's greatness. My bad. That's greatness, man.
Yeah, to getting we placed first place, and
that's just greatness.
And that was some great things that happened to me in this rap game too. That made me inspired, keep going. And shout out to the people who used to throw the talent shows. Hopefully they're still going on now. But yeah, it's all love, and shout out to the people.
I love it. I love it. So that's crazy you say that. So now it's going to get. So how does your music reflect on your personal experiences in life?
My music is heavy on my personal experience life because a lot of stuff that I rapped, I ain't gonna say I did. I don't have crazy music. I don't say crazy stuff. So it's like the stuff that I say, it's like, I might have seen it or been involved or whatever. But I just my mind reflects closely on my life, like because I was really out there as a youngster, man, with all the OGs. Like I was really right there.
Yeah, I can say that.
Everybody know me, man. Before I was Dyce, man, I was Lil D, man. Lil D running around this motherfucker, man. What's up, Lil D?
Yep. I was gonna get there. So how do you go from Lil D's to Dyce Shakin?
Lil D's Dyce Shakin, man. Shit.
So you say that because I was about to say that.
Lil D is just Lil D because my cousin Uncle Tone, he was always a big dog, if you would say. I don't know. Yeah, he's a big dog, but you know, I was the little cousin, little brother type of nigga, so they put the little on me, so there was no other D, there was no big D.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So
It's just a little
they
D.
just called me Little D, like, but you know, so I just took on the name, and but how I changed it, that comes late in life with more musical experience and stuff like that. But I started the name with my boy C Rice, my boy Chris Rice. We started the name. We made these names up in his room, nigga. We was trying to it was like Vegas names. We was coming up with Vegas names. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so he was like, I think he was like C Rice High Stakes or something like that. And I'm just like, no, what could I come? Like, I didn't have nothing. Like, so then I was like, man, I'm Dice. And then I said, I'm shaking.
And then
Haters. That's how I came. And then after that, I'm like, yeah. Then I just told her, I just left the porch, man. And I said, I'm Dice Shakin Haters.
And I stuck.
And then there was people, when I made that name, there was people, nigga, who was in jail at that time.
Uh-huh.
When they was getting out of jail, like coming out of from doing such and such bids.
And 456 was huge back then too.
Yeah, when they was coming out doing, I'm not even a dice player.
I know it's the ironic to think about it.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't even gamble like that, but that name I just took the dice. We was trying to get we wanted Vegas names.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was like, you know, he was like I said, C Rice High Stakes. I said, I'm Dice, I'm shaking haters. Yeah, I ain't shaking dice, I'm shaking haters. So I kept doing that, and like I said, people usually be getting out of the long ass stretches and bids. I didn't even think I was nobody. They be like, man, what's up, Dice?
They knew exactly who you was.
I'm like, shit. Like when they left, I was my name. I was, you know, my name. But when they came back, they just called me. It just
stuck.
Yeah, it stuck.
It's just stuck.
You know, I made my own name, and I always made my own game, man. And that's how it was.
So you just mentioned someone who was no longer with us though, but I would like to ask you though, who is Uncle Tone? Who is that? Because throughout the duration, like in your music, like you reference this person as Uncle Tone. So for the viewers and the listeners that don't know who Uncle Tone is, who is he?
I love Uncle Tone, man. I love Uncle Tone. I miss Uncle Tone. Uncle Tone was my brother, man. He's my big brother. He's my cousin, nigga. But we grew up under the same mattress. And we was in that same bathtub. And we took that same shower. When he got a whooping, we got that same whooping. Even if it wasn't mine, I was in the way.
You're in the way.
I got crossfire ass whooping. I got a crossfire whooping. You know what I'm saying? So Uncle Tone was a real one, man. Uncle Tone nigga did everything under the sun, man. Uncle Tone was a real legend in my city. Uncle Tone was a fool, man. That's why we called him Tone Loco, man.
Yes.
Like, Uncle Tone was a sports legend, nigga. Just he's legendary, man. I looked up to him. I used to wear his jerseys to his games.
Yes.
I used to wear his jerseys to his games.
Yes.
When I played sports, nigga, he was on the sideline. When I messed up, he yanking my helmet. You know what I'm talking about? Like on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get hurt in front of Uncle Tone. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't, I had to be Uncle Tone was Uncle Tone. That's my brother, man. He was a real one, man. He meant a lot to me.
Yes.
He showed me almost everything I know. Like, and then whatever he showed me, I took it to the next level. And if he was sitting right here right now, he'd tell you, like, damn, everything I showed you, nigga, you didn't. I always make it bigger.
You didn't, yeah. Right.
You
didn't did.
I didn't did it.
Yeah. He was special.
That's why he always say sometimes he'd be like, damn, you did it bigger than me. But I still look like he still did it big. He did it. He didn't went to college. He didn't.
But that's what we're supposed to do, though, right?
As
your mentor, you want to do a little better, never outshine the master, but sometimes you to take that, do a little bit better. Yeah. Uncle Tone was special, man. I mean, just me personally, just off script though, real quick. I remember going to a high school game with Uncle Tone where we're in the 50, we're driving, and he's smoking a whole backwood.
Yeah,
he still dropped 45 points
in high school.
This
is incredible. I used to see him
unbelievable.
I used to see him smoking Black and Mild.
Unbelievable. And still haven't lost his breath. Like he was just there, like not winded. That's special right there. That's very special.
Now he was one of a kind. Can't nobody these days, these kids these days, and these people, these youngsters who think they want to be somebody. They ain't got heart like that.
Nah.
They get tired.
Yeah.
I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta
Yeah.
do that. Like, ain't nobody got no heart no more, nigga.
No.
We missing the heart. Like, so, you know, people say they want to be like that, but they ain't really battle ready like that.
They're
Like,
not
that's
battle
why I'm
ready.
like, that's why I'm still in the game.
And
Why you think you interviewing me,
and-
nigga? I could be asleep right now,
still-
nigga.
yeah.
I could be under a rock.
And that's funny you say that. You're still in the game.
I'm still in the game, nigga. I'm getting better and better, nigga. We about to, we explode. So it's like I ain't like these average dudes. These youngsters, they think they know, but they don't know, nigga. They kind of powder puffs.
Yeah.
You know, like they soft, man. I'm just gonna get out here and say it. You know, I don't care. Cause I know I ain't no powder puff, man. Back to adversity, though. As far as that powder puff shit, like, powder puffs try to set me back.
Very true.
And it was friends of mine.
Okay.
And I done lost a lot of videos to powder puffs.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Music as well,
because I was going up, and I was trying to ask people to come up with me.
Mm.
But then they thought we was going up further than them when we was asking them to come along for the ride
Together.
So then they became powder puffs
Mm-mm.
and try to take away from my shine.
Ain't that something? That makes no sense. And there's another,
because I always want to shine with my people, man, and people just scared to shine with their people. You feel me? That's why me and you still together. We ain't never had an argument. We ain't never had a fight. Even if we did, we still never left.
No.
We just stuck it out. We fought it out. We rotted it out. We did what we ever had to do.
We'll get through it.
Yep.
My side pass might get revoked for a little bit, but you always give me a stamp of approval to come back.
You always had a stamp, nigga. I was letting them know. It was like shy rocker. My boy come up the street. Don't talk to him. Don't mess with him.
Oh,
you just make it all the way up the street harmless.
Scary nights, man. Scary nights. And there's another gentleman too that I want to elaborate on that you made a song about and you spoke about numerous of times is C-Nut.
C-Nut, that's my best
so
bro.
I know you mentored him. Who is he to you? Like with C-Nut?
C-Nut is that's somebody. That's like somebody I damn near mentored.
I know you did. That's why I say you mentored him.
I ain't even gonna hold you, man. C-Nut looked up to me. That's why I always try to be a good example because when he started getting out, I'm going back, but I'm forward.
Well,
but when he got out of control, I was feeling bad because I wasn't out of control, but he just tried to do just like how I said when Tone told me something, I made it better. But I did it positively. When I told him something, he went to the max. C-Nut was to the max. That's why he was with the shit.
Yeah, with the
shit. Know what I'm talking about? He took what I was doing to the next level. But he started being somebody I looked up to. But that was my little cousin. I always it was more like a brother to me too. He used to roll with me all the time. You know what I'm talking about? But he was a great person to me. I think about him all the time, man. He every chance he got, man, he always tried to be with me, man. Like that was my little brother, man. Like he thought I was Superman back in the days. He used to be riding bikes. I used to be chasing him and catching him on the bike. He's fast. I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm just normal. Like, but then he used to do the same thing to his little cousin, little Quinn Loke. Like, and then they thought he was Superman. So we all looking up to everybody. So it's like, he was a positive influence in my life too, even though he was younger. Like I try to tell him to do the right as much as I can, but he was always gonna be C-Nut, man. And like I said, I used to laugh the shit that he did off. Like when he came and showed me that with the shit tattoo, I said, nigga, you ain't with the shit. Because that's how I felt about him. I'm like, you ain't with the shit. Like, but I know he's with the shit, but I was, if somebody else would have told me he wasn't with like that, he would have, but he didn't get mad when I said that because we did that. We are, but he meant a lot to me, and he's a big inspiration in what I do right now, as far as trying to do music and movies and just keep hustling and going forward, man. And I just want to be an inspiration to the kids that look up to me, and just keep going forward, man. Let them know that you can do anything and not stop, man. And people are just gonna love you for it. You gotta do what you do, man. Don't do what everybody wants you to do. Peer pressure is a mother.
Yes, it is.
So keep rocking and doing things your way. Don't do it the way people want you to do it. and that was C-Nut.
Mm-hmm.
That was Tone.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get. Y'all thought I got off topic. Nah, that was C-Nut. That was Tone.
Yeah.
They did things they wanted to do. So then when I'm looking at and we all, it's just some real, man, just real positivity and some real grit and grind come with those two, man. When you think about those two,
Yeah, it's a touchy situation when you talk about those two. Very touchy.
Yeah, so
Very
it don't
touchy.
get no realer than that. Like I said, since my cousin Tone left, I don't see nobody.
Mm.
The game has changed.
Very true.
I don't got the same support because they was fake supporting.
Fake supporters.
You know what I'm saying? Like when Tone got sick,
where'd everybody go?
Didn't nobody come see Tone. I was driving around Tone, nigga, in my scraper, nigga, coming to pick him up every day, nigga. He couldn't even pee on his own, nigga. I was there. All these suckers, man, they didn't come through. So I don't expect them to support me because it was fake when the nigga was on his dick.
Mm.
You know, he was on his shit, man. Nobody was there, son. I was there. And now when I get on mine or when I get on a hiatus, like how you haven't heard much from me lately,
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
You know, go ahead, man. I'll let you continue, man.
Man,
we don't want to get too deep, but
it was getting there.
Like I said,
it's such a situation with those two.
RP Uncle Tone, RP C-Nut, and rest in peace, Auntie Christine, man. And we're gonna keep it rocking, man. And those are some of my inspirations. And you know, I love the people and keep it going, brother.
So that's switch it up. Let's get on a lighter moment. That got kind of deep.
Yeah,
maybe I should have asked that a little later, but this is the raw and uncut. This is Dam3Fam3, and this is Dyce Shakin. So we unorthodox. We're gonna get it in when we get it in when we can.
Yeah.
So what is one of your most memorable performances, Dyce? You know what I'm saying? One of your most memorable performances. Like you were just somewhere that you performed. Like where it was like you can be like, man,
now one of my most
I rocked that.
Now one of my most
did that.
Now one of my most memorable performances is with obviously with Uncle Tone.
Okay.
And then damn. Now I got one, man. I can't, it's kind of vivid too.
Yeah,
it's not as vivid as one.
Well,
but
just one that you like.
One of my first it was it was my first time ever being on stage. I think we went out to San Leandro or something, and then
right outside of Oakland, y'all know where that's at.
Yeah.
Right outside of Oakland.
It was far. It felt like it was farther than a motherfucker. Like, and I had my boy Montre's brother. Shout out to Tone, nigga. Tony, he drove us. You know what I'm talking about? And then my cousin Tone, he was fresh out the hospital, like when it was his first heart surgery or something like that. He wasn't even supposed to leave the house. I said, Tone, you come to this performance. I wasn't even performing.
Oh,
that's how. But I was on stage.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to tell you, it was like a performance to me because I was like the first time I ever even got a chance to even do nothing like that.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying to tell Tone to come up there, but he was too sick to really move like that.
Yeah.
But that was one of my first time, my introduction to get onto that stage. Like when we went to San Leandro and I was rocking with my boy Slave and he was rocking the stage and Tone got to see his family. You know, he was like surprised. Like it was like his first time out, like coming out of a coma.
Yes.
And all this shit. Like I told you, he wasn't supposed to be outside. So he came out, he enjoyed it. And that was one of my best performances without me even performing. But one of my best performances was with Tone. We was in Monterey. It was a packed house. My uncle Big Tone came. My mom showed up in the building. Everybody was up in that thing, man. Everybody from the city was in that thing. And we just rocked the house, man. And we went crazy. Yeah. We went crazy. And you know,
so I remember there's like a multiple choice here though, but I remember when Yuckmouth put a video out and they were right. Uncle Tone was right there in one of the videos. You know what I'm saying? A couple of cats from Salinas was in there.
Yeah.
A couple of my guys that I know that I grew up with, like persons I looked up to, was in there. And they did a little concert out there. And that's when I was like, man, this is it right here. Like Central Coast is getting put on a map. And these are the guys kind of like mythical gods. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like the forefathers of the turf, per se. And these guys are right there. And you know what I'm saying? And here go Yuckmouth and here go all these other guys. And they're just there. And they're right there. And they're representing a little city by the water named Seaside. Right. So that put Seaside on the map. And if when you put Seaside on the map, you put that other little city by the water by the map. So that's something that I would never, ever, ever forget. Now, speaking of, you mentioned this gentleman's name just a couple of seconds ago. Slave, Master Slave, was it?
Yeah, slave.
Okay, so now he goes by something else though. What was it? I know he.
I think it's pay peso
So
now.
pay peso. So I remember you and Slave. You guys were like together making music, right?
That was
for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
How was that? And how did that go? Like, how was that going on with you two? Was that something that that stopped abruptly? I mean, I know that you guys used to make a lot of music together back in the past. You know.
Nah, we had a great experience together. He taught me a lot of shit about the game. You know what I'm talking about? As far as promoting and going hard, driving, going to different cities, promoting,
just marketing in general, yeah.
Marketing in general, with Slave. I actually got a chance to roll with the Thiz Latin. I actually got a chance to roll with Thiz Latin. I think we went all the way out to Santa Rosa or something, and we did a show out there, and it was cracking. And that's when I was telling you about the part when I went all the way to Santa Rosa. And they was telling me about J.R. Kelly.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah,
it's all tied in. Everything's tied in, man.
I'm trying to tell you, I was way up the road. So I'm like, damn, I thought I was going somewhere far. It was far, but for somebody to know somebody that I know, that shit was cracking. And the venue was cracking. I got a chance to roll with a lot of people from Thiz Latin. It was a great experience. I was on probation at the time, so we was riding in the truck, everybody blowing, doing all the fun stuff I like to do, but I had to. That was another part of peer pressure. I couldn't get involved, so I just had to ride it out.
You were sober. I mean, you're just soaking up all the game.
I soaked up all the game. Soaked up all the game. It was a long night. We was in a van, nigga, that didn't have no seats in it. You was sitting on a crate. We was going crazy.
And that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. And that's just something else. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, man. This is where everybody really, really want to know.
Let's go.
Like, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this.
Let's get it.
Dyce Shakin, mixtapes, albums. I mean, where should we start? You know what I mean?
Put it wherever you want to start.
Where can we start? You know, where can we start? I remember you used to make these little mixtapes that we go to the club and everything, and you would make these little mixtapes, you and Steve, and you guys would pass these things out. One that comes to my mind is Smoking in My Ride, right? Like, I remember Smoking in My Ride.
Yep.
Right. I remember that. Like, Red Stain, we rolling around town, we're doing our thing, and you're just making all this like music that nobody really listens to no more because it's kind of like gone.
No, it's still there.
But what?
Smoking My Ride
is it still there?
No, Smoking My Ride is legendary.
That kind of puts you on the map right there, man.
That shit's legendary.
You know what I'm saying?
We shot that with a camcorder too.
Yeah, shout out to Rob.
Yeah, my boy Rob shot that.
Shout out to Rob. You know what I'm saying? When did it happen? When did you really realize that this is what I'm about to do? Like, this is what I'm about to do. Like, I got a knack for this. I'm putting this little mixtape out.
That shit comes a little bit more down the line. I mean, I feel like that now. This is what I'm supposed to do. Even when I first started, like, just doing it, I always felt like this is what I was supposed to do. I always thought I was going to go to the fucking NFL.
Very true. He's a fast motherfucker now.
Like, because I used to have coaches. Coaches and people, they used to, like, I had NFL dreams too. Before music, I love sports.
Yeah.
So... But when I got into this music thing, and like I said, I was one of the first people that had studios and shit like that.
Very true.
My 9th grade year, I went and built a studio. I had a big old giant MPC, not a PC tower, a big old giant tower. I still got that same computer. You feel me? It caught a virus like the rest of those PCs, but
those torrents and those hub sites,
all that type of stuff. But but give me that question again.
I said, what did you start? When did you realize like that I was meant to do this?
Okay,
like, this is what I meant to do.
Now, like, to be honest though, and I didn't even touch on the meat and potatoes on my part. My dad used to be a DJ. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a DJ, and I ain't saying he was big time, nothing like that, but he has DJ'd against Dr. Dre when Dr. Dre was a DJ. If you guys didn't know, Dr. Dre used to DJ before all this stuff that he's doing now. So my dad actually won a competition or came in second, whatever. But that's some of the things that filled me like, damn, my dad.
Yeah, because back in the day, like California and Texas, because your dad,
no, he's from California.
He's from Cali?
Yeah, but he lives in Texas
Okay.
and moved to England. So, he's
okay.
out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's still making music to this day. He's still making songs. Me and him got a song that he's still working on right now. But my dad is one of my rap inspirations also. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I like it.
You know, he had all the equipment, all the microphones, all the DJ equipment, everything. So it's like
leave it alone.
I just I gravitated through from the earlier thing, like those are some of the things that helped me gravitate to music too. My dad was heavily influenced. He, like I said, he told me about the story that he DJ'd against Dr. Dre. But what made me feel like I wanted to do it is just when I got my equipment and it just started just doing it every day and started making beats. I started collaborating with other people who make music, and they were showing me how to work Fruity Loops and all that stuff. And that was by the time I was in 9th grade, and all through high school, I just worked hard on music. Like, if you ask my boy Sean Powell, I roll with all the time.
I think it's more.
All I did was write raps in class. Like, I was never writing no notes or nothing like that. I was writing raps. So when we get out to class, we sit in the car, we go hang out, and I'm just reading this rap that I wrote in class to him. So it's like I always been doing this shit, but like I'm heavily influenced. I'm just, the new music is keeping me heavily influenced. The old rappers like E40 and them still rapping is keeping me influenced. Like, I'm influenced, man. Like, can't nothing take me out, man. Let's go, man. My new rappers from my cities keep me influenced. Let's go. So we out here.
So you've been doing the music. You was doing the music for a while. We're gonna touch base on everything. I like that, but
yes, sir.
You're doing music for a long time, right? I want to say about 8 years or so, right? And then all of a sudden, you start doing short film.
Yep.
When did the short film hit your mind? Like, this is something that I want to do.
Man, I got the short film idea from JT the Bigger Figure, man.
Shouts out JT Bigger Figure Filmo.
Yeah, he was following me. I was in contact. I was talking to him for a minute, all type of stuff. Shout out to JT the Bigger Figure and everything he's doing out there in Africa and all around the globe. Everything he did for the rap game.
Oh, he's one of those influencers too.
Yeah, JT the Bigger Figure. I was just watching his lives, you know, around about 2000, maybe 17 through 18 through now. But he was out there just doing mini films, like picking up his phone, using anything to shoot his film. Like you know, he wasn't letting nothing stop him, like, to not do it. So a lot of stuff that he's made, it was created on his phone and iPads. So he made me go buy an iPad and a phone and all this shit.
Yes.
So I picked that up, and then I had my buddy Mike, aka Stamus, you know, known in my movies, Stay Down Till You Come Up.
Yes.
He was a big participant in my movies, as well as you and Greg and your whole the whole cast. You guys all helped me out in my movie making, and I couldn't wait. You know, who am I waiting for? David Starscasey or
you got like what? How many? 4?
I got
5.
I got 5. I got 6, and I got part 7 about to come out soon.
And these are backfires.
No,
right?
I got Backfire part. I got 2 Backfires.
You got 2 Backfires.
Yeah,
and then Stay Down Till You Come Up.
Yeah, Stay Down Till You Come Up. I got 2 Backfire albums with that feature my cousin Quinn Loke.
Well, when he doesn't go by that no more. Now it's what, LOC?
My cousin Quinn Loke, LOC.
I think you got his merch on right now.
Yeah.
I'm
wearing right now.
Wearing this little merch right now. Looks nice. I like it.
Yeah. You can go to LOC.com and go get a ELOHHEE.com.
Yes.
And go. Maybe I spelled it a little bit wrong, but
we drinking.
It'll be in the title. I'll have everything in the title for you guys to find these things. But this is his merchandise. My little cousin Quinn Loke, LOC.
Yes.
And he helped me out
tremendously.
Produce a lot of these movies that I did, and he kept me going along with some of his other buddies. and my cousin Fonnie,
Mhm.
and you know, everybody
Shouts out
participated.
Fonnie.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody participated, and we came up with some hood classics, man. We
No,
got Backfire Part 1.
I was gonna say that's
and
backfire.
we got Backfire Part 2. Backfire Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost hitting 100K.
That's
You know what
nice.
I'm saying? So,
That's nice.
you know, we live on YouTube right now. So when you get off this stream, make sure you go check out Backfire Part 1 and 2.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you can get the full story. And then we have what's it called? Stay Down to Come Up Part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Mm.
And I'm working on 6 currently right now.
Ooh.
And 7 is in the works also. But yeah, we just steady working, man. I shouted all this stuff out when I was on the I forgot what podcast I was on. I'll put that name in the description too. But I was on a podcast, one of my first podcasts, and I told them I was going to put some movies out, and
Yeah.
everybody probably just thought I was
They
just talking.
chuckled and laughed at you, but you did it though. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. So you went from music to these small films, and then you did a little bit of something else too, where you did a little pod by yourself. Like what gives you that energy to keep hunger to just keep going? Like, because you're not stopping. Like a
No.
lot of these guys makes music and make songs and they stop, right? And like
Yeah.
you said earlier, it's like they want to wait and see what the king does, the unofficial king does, and then when a king puts something out, that's when everybody else want to put something out. Like, right? So
Mhm.
what fuels your fire to be like, I can't stop but won't stop?
What fuels my fire to keep going and can't stop, won't stop is just keep innovating, keep showing these suckers that I can do it. A lot of people be hating on me. I don't get the support from my family like I'm supposed to. You know, people should be sharing this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
When I put something out, they act like they don't see it. But we keep working hard.
All day.
Nothing's gonna stop a real boss from bossing up. So, like I said, what keeps me innovating is the hate that they're putting around me. It's like we're not gonna act like we see it. So if they act like they don't see it, the average person would be like, I don't want to do it no more.
I don't want to do it no more.
Because
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're rocking with me.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're rocking with me because I got people rocking with me all the way from England to Africa. Like, because through JT, I didn't gain some African following too. So, you know, they be sharing my stuff. I don't even worry about these peons. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, after I lost Uncle Tone, like, you know, we lost a lot of stuff, man. So I just keep it going, man. I could have broke down out of that and just quit.
Yeah.
My drive is so hard. I can't quit. I want to keep proving them wrong. I want to make my mom proud. I want to make my little sisters proud. My dad. The people around me. Even you. You know, you one of the people who watch me. And you have helped me and managed me at a couple times too. We got a couple business ventures also together. And when I was down, you did something to help me get back up. So you're also a
vice versa, brother.
You're also a pillar to my my drive and soon to be success. And I appreciate you coming out here rocking with me today, man, on my podcast, man. Give me a good interview.
Nah, this is not even we didn't even hit the surface, brother.
I know.
So let's talk about music now.
Let's go.
Music.
Let's do it.
Dyce Shakin Music. Right? So before we can even talk about Dyce Shakin Music, let's speak about Joe.
Let's go.
Your producer, right? The person that kind of
that was my manager.
Manager that kind of put you in the position.
He put me in the game. Shout out to Joe.
Open these doors for you.
Shout out to Joe and RP Angelo, man, his son, man.
Yeah.
Just a quick little just a quick intermission before I forget. Like, shout out to Angelo. He died through a fentanyl situation, and I just want to give a quick minute for him. And shout out to Angelo, shout out to Joe, and my boy Joe's currently locked up right now from undisclosed adventures.
We ain't gonna speak on that,
but we're gonna get into his story. I'll let you know.
Just to open the door.
I got you.
You know what I mean? There's a couple other people to open the doors for you as well, though. But Joe as a whole, you know what I mean? Because first of all, before we get on Joe, I feel very disrespected. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the basics, to the meat and potatoes of this thing, because
No, Joe's a pillar.
Against all odds, Dice. Against all odds. It's 2014.
That's where Joe comes in.
Yeah. So against all odds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like kind of like your first actual
album.
Album.
That's not a mixtape.
It's not a mixtape. This is an album. This is something that you put your heart and soul into.
Yeah.
Against all odds. How did you feel when you seen that CD, when you on the cover, when you got two different sweaters and shirts on, you're right there, white and black, against all odds?
Against all odds, man. Shout out to Jay Dizzle. She gave me a beat for that album.
Shout out to Jay Dizzle.
Jay Dizzle. She's one of the people who gave me a beat for that album. And shout out to my boy Aaron Michael.
Okay.
We still rocking to this day.
Aaron Mike.
My boy Aaron Michael, he's the one who made the cover to that album.
Hard cover too.
Yeah. And when I made that album, that's when I was just growing my dreads. It was tiny dreads.
Very schmillium.
Yeah. So and he came up with that idea. Like, he was like, man, I want you to come with a corporate look. I want you to be street. You know what I'm saying? So I brought the suit and I had the shirt with my boy Khalik on it. So then he was like, man, I'm gonna make it happen.
He kind of
came up with, my boy kind of came up with that idea, and I was like, fuck it, man. We rolled with it, and I took the pictures at it in Salinas. I did it in Salinas, and it was cool, man. And how the album? Would you say how the album come about?
How it come about, man? Like, and it's funny too, because we always deal with these traumas in our life, right? And I feel very high disrespect, and I'm sorry, I need to get something in my face, because I know Khalik is a major factor in your life. Like, he was another person that kind of like mentored you, took you in. I mean, he gave me my first Capri Sun pack, if y'all know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Khalik is like the guy. Like, I will never forget that guy, and I almost did just now. And I'm sorry for that. Like,
Khalik is the guy.
Yes, Khalik was the man, and I need to give him his love and his ducats too.
God.
Like, man. But yeah, that sweater that you wore, you put them on, you got the against all odds. There's a lot of stuff going against you too. Like I said, the politics is always tough.
That's why I named my album Against All Odds, because I always felt like I was against all odds. And I wanted that Pac feel.
Straight up.
Because Pac's album wasn't called Against All Odds. It was against, I forgot what, Me Against the World.
It was Me Against the World.
So I wanted to be against all odds. And I think in that Me Against the World album, he did say he was against all odds.
He did.
So it's like, you gotta know the history about. A lot of people just rapping these days, just getting on the mic, just
talking.
They don't even know nothing.
Yeah,
man.
They're just talking.
And that's why they don't understand the origin of my shit. Like, my shit came from Pac, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm against all odds, nigga, because you gotta, man. Like I said, that's why I say I'm against all odds.
Yeah,
man. I'm a real one. And we just kept it trill, man. That album came together through hard work.
And that was like 2014.
2014, man. I started taking music. Well, actually, before that though, dog.
I already know before that it was. I really got the spoken right. I know, but
before that, I had
what do you have?
In the Streets Mixtape Volume 1.
In the Streets.
And that's when I made the song I Miss C-Nut. You know, and In the Streets Mixtape came in the time of when C-Nut died.
His demise, yes.
And if you get the album or you go on YouTube and you look at the cover, C-Nut's pictures in the
he's there.
Front.
He's
so
there.
Like I always was trying to, so like I said, In the Streets Mixtape was my first album. I mixed that down myself. Yeah, I mixed it down myself. It wasn't the greatest mix. I never been the greatest mixer. I always wanted to be, But
hey, it's your work. You put it out there.
I put it out there. I was writing on the albums, writing the names. I was writing the names on the albums and whatever. But then I finally got it pressed, you know what I'm saying, and got about 5,000 of them. And me and Tone used to go to the club every night and sell these albums to the same people. We used to sell them to the same people too. They used to be so drunk. They used to buy. We used to sit, man. We was making about 120 a night.
I know. I bought like 5 of them. Drunk.
Same CD, but we was out there grinding, and that was my first album, in which I tried to present to certain people, and they didn't pick up on it. But my first album was In the Streets Mixtape Volume 1, and then we get into the one you was talking about, Against All Odds.
Against All Odds, man.
That's when stuff gets real.
That's when it got real.
You know, my bro, Montre, aka Jigs, he rocked with me on all my albums. You know what I'm saying? So he was on In the Streets Mixtape Volume 1.
Then we give Jigs his credit. I think Jigs had a good flow.
No, Jigs is great.
Yeah.
I always thought he's always a better rapper than me. That's why I always put him on my song.
Yeah, he's a good
He made my song, but even if I had a sorry song, I always put him on there to make the verse better.
He's a good guy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite back to performances. One of my best performances, man, was when Jigs first got out the pen. And we made some music before he went in. And then I had a show the day he got out. He did like 3 years, 2 years, whatever.
Yeah, Jigs always just appears.
And he came back and he had to get right on the show, right on the stage on the show. And he rocked it. He rocked it. So that was one of my greatest shows too. It was me, Tone, and Tone was trying to prep his mic up and fuck with him. Like he's like,
he got it.
He argued with him on the stage. So Tone was on his ass. But so that was one of my greatest shows. Also, besides the one out of town, what I did with Slave, the one where we actually did a show, and I had my boy come, fresh first day out, and he jumped on the stage. He wasn't even used to being around a lot of people. My boy Jigs, shout out to Jigs for even coming out there. But that goes back to this Against All Odds album. He's on there. We shot a gang of we did a gang of songs on there too, and we was rocking, man. And that album right there, I went and shopped that to the streets. I went and shopped that to the streets. I said, I need 1,000 out. I need 1,000 copies. This when CDs was popping. I said, I need 1,000 copies.
Yes.
So I was trying to get 1,000 copies. And I'm telling my boy Joe. See, I'm telling you the story.
I'm here.
So I'm telling Joe, I'm like, Joe, man, I didn't tell Joe. I'm just telling him what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And then he's just looking at me. He don't give a fuck about music.
Or money. He's like, whatever.
He's already doing with his thing, like so. But he know I'm his little brother, and I hung out with him every day. And I wasn't the type of person who asks for him. I don't ask nobody for nothing.
Never have.
That nigga would have gave me the world if I'd asked him for it. I'm just telling what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So then I'm about to bounce out of his house.
Yeah.
And he's hearing my story. He didn't say nothing my whole story.
Yeah.
And I'm about to walk out, I touched the door handle. He's like, how much you need for that 1,000? I had about 200. I said, man, I need 800 more, $1,000.
Yeah.
I bought the 1,000 CDs. And then when I got the 1,000 CDs, he said, we ain't selling these. We're giving them away. I said, we giving them away?
I can make your money back.
Yeah, I'm trying to make $10,000.
Yeah.
But he's like, nah, man, fuck this album. Like, he made me feel so low and dumb.
Yeah.
Like, but he said, fuck this album.
The next one.
We're gonna give it away, man. And then he's a what do he always call himself? He's a master marketer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a master at marketing. So we just gave my album away. We put stacks of stores. So now I'm rolling through different cities, and they're like, man, that's you. They know me just through this little CD, like for free. Yeah. Instead of trying to shop it out. We was going to Oakland. We was walking all down, nigga. All with RP to Jack, where the Jack was laid to rest. We was over there dumping CDs. We even happened to meet some of his cousins and family, and we was over there for hours, man.
All in Los Angeles doing the same thing.
Did the same
where
thing.
Nipsey got laid to rest.
Yeah, I met Black Sam, Nipsey's brother. When we came in, what's Nipsey's store called?
Come on, man.
When we went to Nipsey's store,
his own shot. So I don't mess with it.
Now we went to Nipsey's store. Me and my boys used to walk in, and they're like, "What's up, Seaside?"
You already knew who he was.
We went in there. We came in there so many times.
You know who he was.
And we bought the $100 CD. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, we had a lot of respect. Like, you know, we bought the $100 CD that you can get from Nipsey.
You got to get it. Why would you not?
Bought it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we rode around, listened to it, nigga. It was cool, man. And so I did that venture, and then my boy was like, we gotta do something bigger and better.
And you guys did. So moving forward after the Against All Odds, you know what I'm saying? And
this where it gets big.
You let me know where it went here, where it went there. So you got Against All Odds, you got Blue Hunters, and then you got the New Wave. Right?
Yeah.
You got Blue Wave and you got the Blue Hundreds. right?
Yep.
And that's all in 2016.
Yep.
So, and you got good features on both of them, right? We got Willie Joe, and then who else you got? You got
Casper Lokes.
Casper Lokes. You got Tech.
My boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Tech
You know
comes
what I'm
in
saying? Locally, local
Tech
Tech
comes into play in a few minutes,
and,
man.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like 2016 was like one of those years where you had multiple records out.
Yeah, I was going dumb. I was going
These
crazy.
albums were like, but you didn't have just know anybody's on them. Like you had people on these albums.
Yeah, these were radio albums.
These are radio club bangers. Like these are club bangers. Like, how did you feel when you was like, man, like I'm on an album with such and such or with such and such? Like,
now, I'm gonna tell you, it was hard to feel because I worked so hard. I was tired. I was actually working a job at the time of making those albums. So I wasn't getting no sleep. My boy Joe, man, he funded all my studio time. He was paying my studio time up for when somebody's paying for your studio time.
Yeah,
you have to. You gotta go. My rap career was a job at a point. You know what I'm saying, and it was cracking. You know what I'm saying, and we had dates. We had to go Monday through Friday, whatever. We had to be there at 4:30. We stand to this time, and and I was working.
Yeah,
but there was no such thing as me saying, I can't show up today. I'm tired.
Oh no,
I was going belligerent and tired because we drinking and we hanging out and having fun. So it's like I was hungover a lot of times too. But it's like I had to fight through it. You know, I had to fight through it, man. It was hard. It was like my first real rap experience. I have never rapped with nobody. Like all my against Industry's mixtape, I did that by myself.
By yourself.
Against All Odds, I did that by myself.
Yeah.
You know, along with Aaron Miguel, he mixed it all.
Okay.
But in the most part, I recorded all by myself. But now I'm in a different environment. Now I got to record with people.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
And
the people I'm recording with are hitters.
You know what they do.
I'm like, damn. So like that kind of stepped my game up.
But you're a hitter too.
Nah, I didn't feel like I was, but it made me.
Yeah, I mean,
that experience made me, man.
That's 16.
Working with Cisco and all my boys, man. It made me.
That is
Cuddy on the beat.
Yes.
Cisco, Tech, Casper Lokes, Joe,
Jay Stalin.
You know what I'm saying? Who else?
You know what I'm saying? Burner.
Willie Joe, Burner, Nefta Farrell, all that shit.
Well, that was and that was in that era.
That was all in
that
era.
And those guys, and most of those guys you just named too, like Burner,
they were just starting.
He just kind of like started.
No, Burner was already on the move. He already had his strain,
but
and things like that.
He wasn't really like the Burner that we know now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Of course not. But
Nefta Farrell as well. He was just
Nefta Farrell was just coming off Big Time.
Yeah, but he's still,
because that's how they presented them to it. They was like, you want to get with the song? You want to do a song with this guy who did a song Big Time? I was like, Big Time? I didn't know what Big Time was.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
So I didn't know, but then we took the offer.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am one of the first people that got. I remember one of the first people who got Burner and Nefta Farrell on a song together.
No. Together.
They don't have a song together. I'm one of the first people to put that together. That's my song. It's under my label. And we did that, man. Shout out to Nefta Farrell and Burner, man. You know, and shout out to Stingy, Burner's manager. We interacted with all these people. And you know, shout out to Oomp too, man. You know,
Oompa.
Shout out to Oompa.
To get Jay Stallers and all of them on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Jay Stallers, man. Shout out to everybody who helped us out.
So it's kind of funny because back in the day when I used to like chill out the Mac Shack, shout out Money Time.
Yeah.
We used to get these magazines, the Source, you know what I'm saying, XXLs magazines, right?
Yes, sir.
And they really don't do it no more, but there's like the class of 2008. It's always a class of new rappers that's coming in, right?
Yeah.
And you just named a S ton of rappers like the Burners, the Nefta Farrells, the Willie Joe. Dyce, you are a class of those rappers that came in.
Yeah.
That's still doing rap. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have been on a cover of a magazine like the Murder Dog and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
When all my stuff started coming, this when Mozzie first had Blotto up. I was supposed to do a song with Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? I had all that set up. I was backstage. I was on stage.
I
But
remember
was,
that. I remember that.
I was backstage.
I remember you called me that night.
Yeah, I was backstage with Mozzie. We were supposed to set it all up and then go to the studio after. But you know, things happen at the club, so that kind of
politics, man.
But I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't really ready yet, but I would have probably pulled it off.
You put it off.
But
I hear you.
that was a fast move. Like I said,
Yeah.
my boy Joe was throwing me up this ladder, man, and I had to go. So, like, you know, I almost had the song with Burner. It was gonna be me, Burner, and Mozzie. It was gonna be a me, Burner, Mozzie single.
Nasty. I like it.
Yeah, it was in the works. We had it going. It just, like I said, me and Mozzie didn't get a chance to perform that night, and then from there we just never did anything else. It's okay though, you know.
Things happen.
I got other futures and other things going, but like I said, it was cool to meet him. Everything was nice. It was another experience that showed me growth. Like all that shit made me grow. Like just being in these environments, you know, you got to be ready. You got to be humble. You got to be ready. Like a lot of people ain't ready. Like I've been there, man. I'm telling you.
You've seen it.
Seen it, man.
So you
right
got
there.
You got Blue Hunters. You know what I'm saying? You got Against All Odds. You know what I mean? You got these out.
Yeah.
You know, Smoking in My Ride. You got all this, and then you kind of just messed around with Jigs, and you guys dropped this Ocean Music.
Yes, sir.
Like this Ocean Music, and honestly, Dyce, tell you the truth, man. This is like
actually before Ocean Music.
No,
Ocean Music. Yeah.
I know what came before, but honestly, like Ocean Music for me was like one of those albums where it's like the sides on the map with this one right here.
I thought it was going to be too, but
Like,
see, they didn't gravitate to it like it's supposed to.
It doesn't matter how they proceeded. I'm just saying, like, if you like music and if you don't know this album and Ocean Music, that's a Central Coast banger right there.
Banger.
Like that, and that is something where when I go out of town, I play Ocean Music. Like that's something that's playing in my vehicle. Like, right? In my city where I'm around here in my Central Coast, I'm from Marina, but when I'm out of town, I'm a Central Coast guy. And
it makes you feel close to that water.
I am bumping, I am slamming, I am getting jiggy with this. I am 100 racks. This album was something where I was like, me personally, as one of your boys, I was like,
oh God.
I was like, damn, Dyce did this.
With
Jig. I said, this is it. I said, this is something right here.
I felt good about it.
I felt great about it.
Yeah.
Like it was something that was just like, oh my God.
Shout out to my boy Tech. Tech mixed that whole album down, man. That was just some shit. I came on the fly. Me and my boy Jigs. Me and my boy Montre Jigs. We did that shit hella quick, man. We made about 6 songs within damn near like 4 days.
Yeah.
So we was doing 2 some day, 1 this day, 3. Like so we made that shit hella quick, and then I just I shopped it to my boy Tech, and Tech started putting all this little extra shit on it, and we got Ocean Music, man.
And that's crazy about it. It happened. You guys recorded that so fast, but the quality and how that shit went was just like insane. And y'all dropped that in 2018. You know what I'm saying? That was dropped in 2018, right?
God, that was a little bit after. I think Tone got a little bit of it. I think Tone got a chance to listen to it. He died in 2018, but I think he got a chance to hear that album. He heard Ocean Music and all that shit. But you know, it was that we was pushing. Like he should come in the room all the time. We was over to record. To be honest, Tone should be busting his head in the room. What y'all doing?
Yep.
He was supposed to be on a couple of songs, but you know, we was going through some things. But we made it in the name of him. We was working hard, man. Shout out to Montre, man. He went hard on that album, man.
Man, that album is something that I love. So moving forward a year after that, right? And I will never forget this phone call though, but this album was something special. It's something special to me because even though after all those little albums we just spoke about, honestly, I feel like this album was the album that put Dyce on the map. Like this is what really like solidified Dyce. Like I was like from 1 through 9, I can just put that on and just listen to it
all the way.
And I'm not saying that the other 6 after that is not bangers too, but from 1 to 9, I can just put this album on.
God.
And I can drive from here to here to San Jose, here to Frisco.
You keep it rocking.
It's just everything I need for the ladies, for the hustlers, for the gangbangers, for whatever you want. And this album that I'm talking about that you guys dropped, you know what I'm saying, was the On God album.
Mm.
2019.
On God was a masterpiece, man.
That's
I was going through some things.
masterpiece.
I was going through some things in that album. I'm kind of feeling on a I'm in an on God mode right now, you know, and that's why we turning up, you know. I'm in an on God mode at this moment that we're speaking, but that on God album, I just something came above me upon me. I was going through some things in my life, and I just wrote through it. And a lot of that stuff I didn't write. You know, there's a lot of I didn't freestyle all the way through. You know, I did my thing, but I didn't put nothing on paper. I just went up there and I stepped to the mic and I was just spitting my life. And then I just came with a different concept. I was like, I'm gonna pass these beats out and see what everybody else can do with them. I was like, I want to rap. I want to have songs like what everybody else likes from other people. So when I send a song to LOC Quinn Loke,
Yeah.
I want a LOC Quinn Loke song.
Yeah.
When I send a song to my boy Bomb, I want a Bomb song. Shout out my boy Bomb, my boy Bomb, LA, man. When I send something my boy Bone, I want a Bone song. You know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to, and when I send something to my boy Steez, I wanted that Steez feel. You know, when I got the song back from Messy Marv, I wanted all the feels from everybody I was working with, and when they gave me their track, I wrote after that.
Yeah,
and I came off them, and we would make that. I made a masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece, man.
And I didn't even know it was really that great until I put it out. Like
Man,
when
that
I put it out, I was getting love from like just different podcasts, and people was trying to contact me. I didn't know it was that good. And then like I said, the hit song On God, the first song as far as with Sibo, I was just riding one early morning, about 5:30 something in the morning. I just told myself, I said, I think Sibo need to be on here. So then I just sent the message out to Sibo, and then he said such and such. And then I said this, and that. Next thing you know, I'm getting the email.
Got
Then
the
I
cowboy.
Sent,
we got the cowboy.
I sent him the beat, and he told me, my girl said, you about to go crazy on this. That's what this girl told him. And then we just started doing all this and that. Shout out to my boy Mike. He's the one who helped me, nigga, solidify the deal because Walmart was hating, nigga. So I couldn't do shit. I had to use his name to help me get this money order shit over there to Bo. And something was going on with Bo's. I think Bo had lost a family member at that day. And then he came and he wasn't gonna do it. And then he sent me the verse back that night, and he told me I lost my auntie, whatever. And but I still did this for you because this shit hard. And he sent me a video of him doing it, and he sent the actual track. Then he called me the next morning. It was hella early. He's like, "Was that good for you, homie?" I said, "Bo, nigga, that shit was more than good. He gave me everything I wanted.
That shit was insane."
He's like, "You sure you want me to do it over?" Bo was gonna do it over for me.
Nah,
so
that was it.
And then after that, I said, "Man, we're gonna do the video in a couple weeks." You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "All right, homie, just contact me." I got us know we talking. And then I was like, "Bo, I got my plane ticket. I'm coming." And he sent me his where he live at. It was up from there.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That like I said,
we rode around. We ain't gonna talk about the city, but we rode around the city he was at.
Yeah.
We went and ate. We chilled all day.
Had a great time.
We chilled all day. We ate. It was hot as fuck. I chilled with his mom, his family, his kids. I beat Bo, nigga, in pool. I beat him in ping. Nigga, we was killing him, nigga.
All sports.
I ironed my shirt on the nigga on his pool table. Nigga, we was kicking it, nigga. You know, we was chilling, nigga. Bo was playing video games. We was chilling, man. We was in the studio going over beats. We was listening to one of my. I got to listen to my favorite song with my favorite rapper, nigga, Tycoon. With the Tycoon. I said, nigga, you should make another song like this. He called his producer. He said, I need another beat like Tycoon. I got a chance to hear him on the phone talking with E40. They was talking about, man, I was really living this shit.
Insane.
Nigga. And that shit just makes me keep that's man, part of what you said, it makes you keep going. All those experiences, man. Like them guys is older and they keep going, man. Why can't I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm inspired, and I'm just trying to inspire the people around me, man. And that's it, man. I'm loving this shit.
So the On God album, like I said, you got features by everybody, right?
Yes, sir.
And then it went to a spot where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna stop making albums real quick. I'm just gonna just throw out these singles.
Yeah.
Right. And then you went from like single to single to single to single. And these are a few couple of singles that you did, like, you know what I'm
Gee.
saying? Don't Love Me featuring San Quinn,
Uh-huh.
you know, Game Over featuring, you know, no D the Gov, you know what I'm saying? Game Over featuring So Clean,
Yes, sir.
you know, then you drop, you know what I'm saying, The Bounce, you know what I'm saying? That Bitch Is Lazy,
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying? And you're just dropping all this singles.
Yeah.
Why did you defer from making albums and just like, I'm just gonna drop singles? What made you just want to drop singles than making albums?
Because at the time, that's what I was getting from the people. They was like, you should drop some singles. Like, with some people that I was getting managed by and working with,
Yeah.
they was like, you know, you should drop some singles. Like, instead of dropping all these albums, you know what I'm saying? Stop giving so much of it. You know what I'm saying? So I just dropped a couple of singles, and, you know, and I just wanted those to be singles anyway. So, you know, I just dropped them, and it's cool, you know, and I'm gonna drop some more singles too. I'm just gonna keep dropping singles and albums and singles, you know, just keep it coming.
And it was insane because I mean, those were like in 2020,
'Cause-
2019, things like that. You just kept dropping singles, then like the backfire happened, right?
Yep.
You and LOC make the movie. You guys
Yeah.
did the whole little kind of soundtrack type thing.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you did it like From the Mud.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like you're doing all these great things. And then me personally, another single that I felt like that should have got more like of a all was like the intro we just had, like Seaside.
Yeah.
Like, why would nobody get behind Seaside? Like,
Because a lot of people ain't really from Seaside.
okay.
Because if they're from Seaside, they'll be getting
They're
behind,
behind it, right?
You know what I'm saying? They waiting for somebody to say that. People can do what they want to be honest.
No, I
but
get it.
But it's gonna go. To be honest, it's gonna go. Like, cause this is why we have shows like this to promote our shit like this to let people know. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Now they get to hear from the horse's mouth, man. They ain't from Seaside.
How you not like that song? How you not like that song? It's catchy, it's nice, and you're spitting bars. Like, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
And then
and that's the moral of my story about my cousin Tone being gone. When he was here, people was gravitating.
Yes.
But now it's like they're not. My shit is still the same. I'm getting even harder. This is when you need to get behind me.
Yeah.
But like, really, people don't want to mess with me. Don't want to mess with me. People only want to mess with a person is when they're involved. So it's like, if I don't got a song for them,
they're not
fucking with you.
Yeah.
If I don't got a shirt for you to wear,
you ain't messing with me.
To help me promote a shirt,
Yeah,
you're not messing with me.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I was the type of person, I don't need to wear your shirt. I'll come hold it for you.
Yeah, I'm there.
And this is why I am always going to get to where I need to be, and they're not going to never get here because I like more support.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things I did that didn't have nothing involve me, but I learned from it.
There you go.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, so I learned from my experiences. These people don't want to learn from their experience. They want to be the experience, and nobody's even want to experience them. You got to be experienced, experimenting on for somebody want to even take you serious. Nobody even cares about a lot of these people, but they want to be the main frame. You got to be right here, like how you are.
Yeah,
and I'm right with you.
Exactly.
We're pillars in this game.
In a moment.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to sit down with me, even though you got other things you could probably be doing. But I know this is important.
This is important.
But what I'm trying to say is,
my brother from another mother, bro.
Nobody's doing this. Somebody would have to. I have to pay somebody to do my own podcast.
Yeah. Well, you know how we feel
when
about
they
that.
never even did this before. Why am I paying somebody who never did with this before? And then they wonder why I do it myself.
Yeah. Better quality of work.
That's what I'm trying to say. So you got to really, you know, like if I don't adhere to what somebody wants me to do, they cut me off.
Very true. Very true.
If I don't put you on this song, I'm not your friend no more.
Yeah.
If I don't invite you to my podcast, you ain't cool.
You ain't cool anymore. Yeah.
Get cool enough to be a part of this.
I like it, Dice.
Like, what do you got to say, nigga, on my podcast?
Yeah. Yeah. Why should I take the time to do you, right? Let's do us.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I like it.
You know,
I like it a lot.
I've never been a hater, and this is what people want to make me out to be.
And that's why you shake
Nigga,
them.
that's why I'm dicing. I shake them. I ain't even gonna tell them who they are. But I'm trying to tell you, this is what they make me out to be. I've never been that person. I'm not selfish.
No.
I'm not this. I'm not that. I
No.
just like to work hard.
Yeah.
And we got to work hard equally. Like it's just like nowadays when you go to the studio, none of these dudes got hits. None of these dudes got music with nobody.
Yeah.
But they talking about, I want to charge you $50. Why you?
Yeah, but
So if I'm gonna bring Sibo actually to your studio,
Yeah.
and you're gonna charge me $50 an hour,
yeah,
and be starstruck.
maybe it starts right. Yeah, and I
That don't make sense. But when people want to come to my thing and do podcasts, I say, come on.
Yeah,
I want you to get the experience.
let's do it.
And this is why we help the youth. You know?
Like it.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be a podcaster, but I want to see some other younger people be podcasters
As well.
too. So I'm not trying to hog it all.
No. Use my platform, use your platform.
We're a little off the topic, but I'm just explaining.
We're really not.
There is no topic, but there is a topic. The topic is us and me. But I'm just telling I want the people to hear this shit because it's gonna stay up. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating on the Dice and get on the train, man. I'm on y'all team. I do this shit for y'all. I said it in them all songs. I never been a hater, man. I just work hard. I don't got time to wait on nobody. You know, when it's time to do something, I'm just gonna keep. If you didn't come today, I just have to keep going.
You're gonna keep going.
I'm just gonna sit and say, I
ain't gonna stop because I ain't game.
So that's what I'm trying to tell people. Just because y'all didn't show up to the video shoot, I'm still gonna shoot it. Then you tell me why I wasn't there.
Yeah,
because you wanted to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, you wanted to go to the movies.
It was something just outrageous.
Like, so if you're not on what I'm on, like, we ain't gonna be on the same thing. I take this shit serious. This for you've been saying it the whole time. You don't get to where I get, nigga, not being serious.
Not at all.
So if anybody can call me weird or say anything, you would want to be weird because this is it.
Yeah.
I want to be weird then if this is weird. Because I ain't no people crowd person, nigga. I do this shit, nigga, for me.
Yeah.
And nigga, and we making shit branch like it's not a game. Like you gotta be either with it or you're against it, nigga. And if you ain't with me, I feel like you against me. So I call all y'all some haters. So don't call my phone talking about that was a good interview. You hearing it now. And I'll rewind that back to you. When you say it was a good interview, just listen to this, man. We out here, man. Shout out to Dam3Fam3, man. Shout out to Zone In Podcast.
So moving forward, you did music.
Yes, sir.
You did video.
Mm-hmm.
And in between, you have merch. You see me right now. I got the hat on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nice
I got
stripe
the
for a
buck hat.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? You hit me up with gear throughout the years. Where can your fans find some of your merchandise? Or are you working on more merchandise?
I'm working on more. I have brand new merchandise right now, already out. On a whole nother stream, we'll do something a little bit different where I'll show you guys, but I can tell you, go to www.strivingforbuck.com, and that's my website. And that's where you can find everything. Actually, it'll be on here on the bottom.
There you go.
All my websites and everything you want to find is all on the bottom. You can hit my Cash App, everything. And but like I said, to find the merchandise, go to www.strivingforbuck.com, and that's where you can get all the newest stuff.
I love it. So speaking of new stuff, there's always people, man, asking like, hey man, when is Dice coming out with something new? Like, when is Dice going to drop something new? Right? When is Dice going to come with another banger? Like, we need to know what's going on with Dice. Now, there's albums that I want you to make part 2s and 3s of because myself, I want to get on them, right? I'm sitting here like, man, Dice, but let's make another one of this. Let's make another one of this. Let's do this, right?
Oh, God.
So it's like, what can we expect from Dice in the future as far as music moving forward?
Man. Right.
We don't need no exact dates, but is there anything in the chamber that Dice got something that he's simmering up that he's willing to let loose?
Well, I got a brand new album I'm about to drop, man. Ocean Music Part 2.
Ooh.
It's gonna be coming sometime this month. You know,
in Febs?
Sometime in February. A little bit after the 20th, possibly. But get ready. I'll make sure I keep everybody informed. But I got a new album coming out, Ocean Music Part 2. You know
Can't
what I'm
wait,
saying?
man.
It's gonna have Messy Marv on there,
Mess.
San Quinn,
Mm,
my boy Bomb, my
mm,
boy Bone,
mm.
fuck. Oh, and Young Misfit.
Okay.
And I don't think I forgot her name, but if I did, you have to go check that exclusive track out. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
That's
We got a little bit of R&B for the ladies. Got a
I
couple
like it.
remixes.
I like it.
We got some street stuff. Get ready, man. It's gonna be lit, man. Shout out to everybody who participate in this album. We're going hard, man. Ocean Music Part 2 coming real soon, man.
So like moving forward in life right now, like
And
oh go ahead.
my bad, Ocean Music Part 2 and On God Part 2 is in the works also.
On God Part 2?
On God Part 2 is in the works also. Don't worry. On
I
God
can't
Part
wait.
2.
I can't wait to hear that.
We already got the covers already ready.
Shit, I better get
Shout out to my boy from Watsonville, man, who makes all my covers.
okay.
Shout out to my boy, man.
Gotta drop the name, man.
Shout out, man. Shout out to my boy Wicked Graphics.
Rivet
man.
Graphics. Okay.
You know, we out there.
I better get a snake pick or something on that shit.
I give you a sneak
Seriously.
peek.
I gotta get a snippet or a skit. I gotta say something on the album.
And one other thing, man, I want y'all to get ready, man. Get used to seeing us two together on Sundays too, man.
Like that.
Get used to seeing us two together, man. Dam3Fam3 and Dyce Shakin. Just get ready, get used to it. Hope we entertain you guys. We got more to come. This is a slight interview, and I appreciate the people who's watching, and
Yes.
I appreciate my boy for interviewing me. Let's get back to it.
We got a couple more questions, man. So here goes some notable mentions that Dice you worked with in the past, and you have, like you said, Young Misfit, GGK17, G Fluid, Pay Peso, Tiny Devil, Bomb Bone, Osama Bin Laden, Nef the Pharaoh, Jay Stalin, Casper Lokes.
Still tripping.
I'm still tripping. Like there's so many.
Kai.
There's G Fluid.
Let's go.
There's so many people that you have worked with, like, you know what I'm saying, Messy Marv, San Quinn, CML,
Yeah.
Sibo, you know what I'm saying, myself, HD's Jigs,
See.
just local talent and Seaside, High Tech, Jigs,
GGK.
GGK. Like there's just so clean. There's so many people that, like, you know what I'm saying, that you have worked with. Burner, Willie Joe,
Yes, sir.
The
Drip Squad.
Shout
out to the Drip Squad.
Is there somebody that you would like to work with that you have not worked with before? It could be local talent, or it can be like someone who's been in the game.
My local talent that I wanted to work with, man, I try to set it up, but we're still in the works. But I wanted to work with my boy Active.
Okay.
Active and Attractive.
Okay.
And what's my boy?
It should be a city thing. That should be a city thing. That should happen. I think that should happen. I really do. I think that should happen.
Active and Attractive. I want to work with Active and Attractive. I want to get something with him.
I think that should happen.
And my boy Donnie Gill, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Flood God. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something with Flood God and Active and Attractive. I want us to be on one track together. And I think that's gonna come together soon. I still want to work with my little homie Chunky.
Shout
out to
Chunky. Yeah, Chunky. That was a nice one.
You know what I'm saying? I still want to put in more work with Misfit. And like you said, some people that I want to work with, man. I want to work with there's a lot of big time features that I want to. I ain't probably gonna, I don't want to really put no names on
we ain't
that.
Trying to ride no buddies.
I gotta feel it at the moment.
Yeah.
I gotta feel it at the moment. But there's a lot of big time people I want to work with. And but some of my, like I said, my locals, I really want to work with Active and Attractive. And I want to work with my boy Flood God. You know what I'm saying? And because they hitting right now. And there's a lot of my young niggas that's doing their thing too.
Yeah.
But to start it off, man, we need to really get that thing in there, man.
I think that'll be great for Seaside, you know, for you guys to come together and collab on some things. And that's another thing too. Like I feel
I want to do a song with my boy Razzie too, man. He's out there doing his stuff too, man, singing, doing his thing with DJ Nito. I've been seeing him on the road. They going crazy, selling out crowds. You know what I'm saying? Opening up for some good people. So shout out to Razzie, man. I think that's my boy's son. And if I don't never collaborate with him, man, tell him to keep going.
Yeah, and that's
Keep
the thing,
going, Riley.
and that's what comes into that politics things where it's like we're all whole. This is a cult. We should be together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when we came up, you know what I'm saying, Seaside, like, you know what I'm saying, and Monterey, Salinas, whatever. But when you look at Sacramento, Black Market Records, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody in
They came
Sacramento,
together.
everybody in Sacramento was on Black Market. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Get Low Records. Everybody that lived in San Francisco was on that Get Low Records.
See, our city's
Like,
too
you
divided.
like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even though the uptown, downtown didn't mess with the south side didn't mess with each other, but when it came to promoting and marketing, they got together and they did things. Like, how can we look forward to, like, hey, Seaside, Marina, Salinas, like, let's make this a whole. Like, how can we get all together and just put all that dumbass stuff to a side and be like,
First we
hey,
gotta
man,
stop the violence and the
stop
hate
the-
and,
stop the
and
violence.
the bullshit. Like,
yeah,
like I said, I can bring shit like that together because I can do music with my boys from different areas.
yeah, you have done it
and
before.
this and that. Like
Yeah.
I said, you know, shout out to my boy J Rez out of Salinas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't did it with shout out to Casper Lokes.
Casper Lokes? Yeah.
I didn't did a lot of
And which was foreign too, which you probably got some pushback for that too, but you did it.
we both probably got
Yeah,
pushback, but
yeah.
it had to be done
It had to be
because
done.
we were bridging the gap. We was trying to
Yes.
put this shit together, man. There's no reason why you shouldn't want to make money together.
Yeah, that black and brown is
like money is money, nigga. You got to go get it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes, you know, we got to bridge the gap. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. Like I said, this city is too copycatish. You know, like somebody make a record label, then somebody else make a record label.
Yeah.
Only what you gonna have 2 people on your record label and 3 people on yours and 1 on yours. You gotta bridge it to one. Nobody wants to be with one person. Like,
one umbrella, man. You know,
so it's like
as a whole.
So that was something like Fast Life. They built a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They was going hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have an umbrella. That was a great umbrella right there. They came together.
Yeah.
Like, that was a good example, like, of putting about 4 to 5 great rappers together, nigga, and them niggas was shitting.
Yeah, why did
that's what I'm saying, and that's what it takes.
You know what I'm saying? So there was a point in time where it was like, Dyce, you took a hiatus.
Yeah.
Like, you literally like disappeared from clothing, from
Yep.
from music, from film,
Yeah.
from just being just there. Like, why did you have to take that time to just like decongest and just like get everything together and be like, okay, now I'm back?
Now, I took a lot of time off because I was trying to focus on my movies. You know what I'm talking about? Like, 'cause I was shooting all my movies and I was just like real intertwined with that because I had a lot of footage that I had to. My footage was my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So I couldn't lose it.
Yes.
So it's like I was just focused on just trying to put these movies out. Like, it's a one in a lifetime thing for me.
Yeah.
And everything that I shoot, we don't have a script.
Not at all.
We come off the dome. So it's no time to do it twice. So whatever I have is what I have. So it's like I just, for these last couple of years, I just been trying to monitor my movies and put them together. And I'm kind of at the tail end of the movies that I have shot as far as Stay Down Till You Come Up. We're not done.
Yeah.
But I'm at the tail end of those. So now I'm trying to hop back into my music bag. And now we're gonna put that album out for y'all. And try to get this thing back started, man. And like I said, we podcasting, we rapping, we got clothing. It doesn't stop, man. We're just trying to entertain from all different aspects. It's not a game.
So do you see the rap game different from how you seen it when you first started?
Yeah, it's different.
Like, there's just a difference in this rap game. Yeah,
Difference in rap game.
Very trendy.
Trendy. Everybody want to rap the same and yada yada yada. And people telling you should rap like this and that. Like, if the people who like what I do, you know,
people like.
You know, I can't go rewrite on God's song and rap it like
no.
No, it ain't gonna work like that.
Yeah.
You gotta I'm sticking with what I know, and this shit works.
I like it.
You know what I'm talking about? Like I did change my flow up a little bit. I added a little harmonization and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I'm talking about as far as the trends is like everybody sounds the same. And I don't want to come up under that. I don't want the same beats. I don't want the same flow. I want to be me, man. And if you don't accept it, you just don't accept it. But I'm gonna keep spitting it out.
So when did you ever feel like I made it? I made this. Like I'm there.
I'm
Dyce Shakin.
I'm still trying to feel it, but like I said, after I did that burner song and doing these, being in the studio with Willie Joe, and just being in these some top tight nice studios, like, and people just putting money behind me, made you feel like you made it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When nobody's trying to invest in you, nigga, I guess you ain't doing nothing. But, you know, it just, and then when I'm going to different places, people were shouting me out. They want me to sign their posters. And yeah,
that's how you feel like
I was feeling it. But then I took a step back from it. But like I said, we're going to still bring it back. It's not over.
So shoot, honestly,
it's like I said, it was kind of like my setback was like I said, I lost a lot of people, man. Free my brother Joe.
Free Joe.
You know what I'm saying? He been down for about 5 to 6 years. We was rocking together every day doing this. And
that was your manager, correct?
That was my manager. They took my manager away, and that shit just kind of like, you know, I lost my brother, which is Uncle Tone.
Yeah.
And there's other things. I lost my uncle right after that.
You lost
within a month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it was hard to rap, man. So I just turned to making movies and try to take a different lane. And like I said, I'm back. I'm here. I ain't never left. Let's go.
Well, shoot. Honestly, Dyce, that's almost just about all the questions I had for you. Is there something that you want us to know about you that's coming, or that's like this is what it is?
Man, just know that like I said, get ready for a lot more podcasts. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this, a lot of podcasts, a lot of talking, and this is gonna probably be one of my primaries too, as well. As like I'm gonna be doing a lot of podcasting. That's what I want to do, and you make sure you follow my my YouTube, because that's where I'm gonna be going live at a lot of times. And like I said, the music and singles and stuff like that, all that stuff's gonna be coming. I'm gonna be dropping movies. We're just gonna keep it going, man. I'm not gonna stop. You know, I'm not gonna stop. And shout out to the people who keep me going.
I love it, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm Dam3Fam3, 1/3 of the Zone In podcast, man. We on all major stream platforms. You know, check us out. Me and Dyce gonna be doing this
every other Sunday, Sunday, whatever. And,
you know what I'm saying? The name's gonna come, whatever, but we gonna start doing this. This is awesome, man. I got some other questions that I want to ask him, but it might be a little too raw. We're gonna keep it going to the next episode. Y'all better stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay zoned in. And this is Starving for a Buck. And you know what it is. You busy.
Yeah, we're gonna leave y'all out with this song right here, man. And we gone.
Man.
CML, man, what's happening, dog? Back like I left something, bitch. Out of pocket, so I knocked a little bitch. I ain't talking to that nigga, he a snitch. He wanna kill me cause it's BM on my dick. She out of pocket and he know. I'ma send that little bitch that he want flow. First nigga out of pocket get smoked. Every get running through his nigga pockets cause I need it. I'm flexing with this paper, I'm conceited. Put my dick all in her mouth and let her eat it. I'm the realest nigga rapper, you can see it. Lit it. And that low ass trap, you can keep it. Pull your panties to the side and let me beat it. Cause I'm a motherfucking dog and I made it. I'm a motherfucking dog and I made it. I'm the realest nigga out and you can see it. Reach for my chain, get deleted. Pull your drawers to the side and let me beat it. I'm a motherfucking fool and I made it. Flexing with this money, y'all can see it. Flexing with this money, y'all can see it. I'm flexing with this money, y'all can see it. Reach for this chain, get depleted. I flocked before his money cause I need it. And I fucked this bitch and didn't eat it. She wanted it in her mouth, so I feed it. You kissed her in the face where I skeeted. I'm a real I mean it. My dick was in her mouth first time she seen it. She said she got the bag, I said bring it. She paid what it cost and she showed up. Now that's a solid bitch and she hold up. I'm sipping Hennessy as I roll up. Speaking on my name, my nigga, that is bad luck. Seaside and sack, you can get touched. Slapped it in the third when I hit clutch. Slapped on the mag when I hit guts. Got her for the bag and everything that you gave the slugs.
I'm a motherfucking dog and I mean it. I'm the realest nigga out and you can see it. Reach for my chain, get deleted. Pull your drawers to the side and let me beat it. I'm a motherfucking fool and I mean it. Flexing with this money, I can see it. Flexing with this money, I can see it. I'm flexing with this money, I can see it.
One, two, three, four, one, one, two, two, three, three, four, one, one, two, three, four, one, one, two, three, four.